Good evening and welcome back to Sack to the Future. This is week number 4. This is the first game of week number 4, and it is the defending Sack to the Future champion Chicago Bears coming off a loss to the rival Green Bay Packers and visiting the also 2-1 Minnesota Vikings. Now the Vikings joined the league in 61 and one of their few wins in their first season was against me last year. So the Bears went 1-1 against the Vikings last year, and hoping to go 2-0 against them this year. But we got to start with the first one in Minnesota. There you see both teams are 2-1. Offensively, the Vikings have been better. Defensively, the Bears have been better so far. Now, the Bears got absolutely trashed by the Packers last week, so we need to make improvements in many areas. So both teams getting ready. Look at Jim Marshall there. Out come the Bears. They pyrotechnics and more things than you would think they did in 1962, but they spared no expense in Minnesota. So again, this is 1962 teams, but of course in Madden 18, so that's why we're in. The stadium looks the way it does, indoors and everything, and we'll do what we can. We obviously, because it's Madden 18, you're going to see a lot more passing than you saw in 62, but I think we do a good job of not passing on every down or anything. And the computer's actually coming around. I feel like in 62 so far, the computer-controlled teams have actually run the ball more than the first couple of years. There you see Billy Wade, 6 interceptions he's up to. I think he had 4 of them last week against the Packers. So, and then the Packers are at it again, 34-3. So not great. The Packers are starting to be hot. Of course, they were the real-life champions, though, in 62, so we expected them to catch on sooner or later. The Vikings in real life were in, well, they weren't in divisions, but if these were the 4 teams in the division, they would have been in last. So this should be the easiest division game I have. There you see it's Herman Lee, Stan Jones, Mike Pyle, Jim Cadile, and Bob Witoska. Gallimore and Caceres are the backs, Morris and Farrington the receivers, and Big Iron Mike Ditka as the tight end. Now, Iron Mike was completely covered all game against the Packers. They really knew what to do to shut him down, which I hope they didn't share with the rest of the league, because I believe he was double covered on almost every pattern he went out to. Packers just played an excellent game against me, unfortunately. But there's Ditka getting open against the Vikings, so that's a good sign. Oh, the injury is not good, but it looks like it's the Viking. A lot of times when you hit Iron Mike, even if he's not looking, you're the one that gets hurt. So hopefully that spreads around the league and everyone will be afraid to hit him at some point when they play him. There's one of the games coming up, the Redskins and the Cowboys. They already met this year. Cowboys won the first meeting, but this will be number 2. It was a good game, so that should be a good game again on the Tears 89 channel. There you see Jacksonville is played a lot of other semi-pro teams and they're beating them. Semi-pro Saints against the 62 real-life champions, so you knew that wouldn't have been close. Let's take a look at the Minnesota defense. Denton, Prestel, and Dixon on the line, as well as a spy. Livingston. What is going on with the Vikings? Jim Marshall was there. Derby, Lamson, Schrockman. I don't have the rosters up or anything, so I did not expect Madden to go that crazy and not show you the real players. Jim Marshall obviously is not a linebacker. There he is on the end. You see him, big number 70, going up against number 70 of the Bears. The rest of the guys, unfortunately, I can't tell you. Derby had a nice press there. Did you see that? I couldn't get into my route because of the press he was playing on me, stopping me from getting my route started. It's a good play. We are on All-Pro this year, different than the first couple of years, and it seems like as the season goes on, the computer might be starting to learn tendencies, because last week in the Packers and the early start here, there seems to be presses being called at the right time. Although they are not covering Ditka like the Packers did, so even if they are learning, you still need the personnel to carry out the game plan. You can know how to stop a team, but if you don't have the players to do it, it's not going to matter. It's completion to Gallimore out of the backfield, and he gets up to the 20-yard line. So again, this is the first game of week number 4. As I see the games, there's one, Detroit and New York. I don't know when that will be, but that'll be on the John M channel, hopefully within the next couple of days, because the Giants are an exciting offense to watch. And I forgot to check before this game. I said I was going to do it, and then I forgot to. There is a story here in Sick to the Future where if you watched the Giants game in week 3 on the John M channel, you'll know this. If you haven't, you need to go check it out. I wish I could tell you when it happened. Early, like in the first drive, Y.A. Tittle went out with an injury. It said something like bruised shoulder. He came back, and then later in the first half, maybe middle of the second quarter or so, then he got hurt again, and they came back and said broken foot. Then what John M. did at the end of that broadcast, if you stick with it, is he goes and looks at the injury report, and he's not on there. But then when you look at his history, it says major injury. So there's conflicting reports coming out. It's almost as if Bill Belichick is already a coordinator for the Giants, because there's anywhere from major injury sounding like maybe he's out for the season to he's going to come back and play in week 4. Nobody knows until you tune in to the John M channel for that Giants-Lion game what exactly the truth is. Gamesmanship, if you will, being played by the Giants to the Lions. The Lions have a heck of a defense, so I'm not sure if they're worried if Tittle plays or not, but obviously it's easier to beat the Giants if there's no Y.A. Tittle. Wade back to pass. He'll throw over the middle and hit the touchdown to Morris. So, better start for the Bears here in this one. So that takes about half the quarter and results in a touchdown. Just tuned in to my own channel to see if there are any comments. And Vinny, I see that you said another glitch. Are you talking about Y.A. Tittle was a glitch? Have you been able to get any reports to confirm or deny the injury? If he's not injured, it definitely is a glitch. If he is injured, well, I guess it's a glitch either way, because if he isn't injured, why wasn't he on the injury report? Out comes Fran Tarkenton. You see he's at 64%. He's thrown for a decent amount of yardage so far in the first 3 weeks, and he has 5 touchdowns to just the 3 interceptions. Fran Tarkenton's second year. We all know what he becomes, Hall of Fame quarterback. He's already better than he was last year. And that guy next to him, Tommy Mason, also has gotten better. So they're becoming a scarier team. And just like that, this game is tied. Well, it's 7-6. We still need the extra point. Fran Tarkenton comes out and hits Ferguson for a 76-yard touchdown pass. Oh, yes. That's the glitch we were talking about. So the IA Tittle thing is a glitch one way or the other as well. But yeah, the defense showing of the Vikings is absolutely ridiculous. Well, I told you the Vikings were the better offensive team so far in 62, and the Bears are the better defensive team. It looks like we're playing the Vikings game. We're going to have to outscore them, much like the Giants did to them in Week 1, which is the Vikings' only loss, by the way. Billy Wade, very late getting out there. Perhaps he was unable to find his helmet, which is better to do in the regular season than the Super Bowl or anything crazy like that. Obviously, Vinny knows what I'm talking about there. Oh, Jim Marshall just throws the tackler away and buries Gallimore, 4-yard loss. I got to remember that Jim Marshall's on that side. Why don't I run to the other side? The Vikings are getting some players together. Added a center to the mix this year. He's going to be a great one. There's a completion to Marconi out of the backfield. Nope, wrong play. It's Farrington for the first down across midfield. Billy Wade off to a nice start, 7 of 8. First and 10 from the Vikings side of the field. Give to Gallimore. He gets a yard or two, but there is a flag. He may have been pulled down by the face mask. Nope, it's holding on the Bears. Awesome. Herman Lee, number 70. Probably holding Jim Marshall, which I don't know if you can really blame him. Wow. Luckily, number 23 didn't ever turn around. Otherwise, that could have been interception number 1. And Billy Wade goes down. Dixon with the sack. As it was a deeper pass, Billy Wade had to wind up longer. It's still not getting the timing right on some of the pass plays, not realizing with the deeper play that it's a longer wind up, and it's causing some sacks to happen that aren't necessary. Need to fix that up before Billy Wade dies. There's Gallimore getting a couple yards. I have noticed when not just Billy Wade, but it's happened more to Wade than Trepuk. When I'm taking these hits, And I guess it makes sense. You take a big hit, shaking up a little bit. It seems like maybe the accuracy takes a shot. So on 3rd and 27 or whatever it was there, with just taking a big hit, I assumed I don't have the accuracy to complete a 28-yard pass. So that is why it seemed like a give-up. It was just a run play, punt the ball, live to play another down. Now, that only works if your defense can stop people. So we need a stop here from the defense. Whew. Nice play by Yeomans, as the cutback has definitely had me burned. Let's go with Billy. Let's go with Doug Atkins. Double teamed. You see that? The double team on Atkins. Smart, but then you got people like Williams filling in and bringing Mason down. Okay, let's go with one of these. See if Donahue's going to get the ball. Nope, other side. I knew it was going to be one of the slots. Picked the wrong side. Tarkenton's 2 of 2 for 91 yards and the touchdown. Not sure what I was about to say there, but touchdown is how we say that in English. Come on, George. Don't stop getting tricked. Vikings doing a good job of calling plays. That was McElhaney. Hey, did you see the L in his name? That's right. That's right. As the seasons go along and the games into the season, everything gets fixed. 7-7 at the end of one. The Bears need a win here. They cannot struggle against the division as much as they do. God, Tarkenton just on fire. 3 of 3, 114 yards. Need to come up with something here. Kind of getting tired of Fran Tarkenton just destroying my defense. Come on, get through. Get through. Jeez. Look at that. Williams, no penetration at all. Rosie Taylor had to come up to stop the run play, and then that leaves guys open on the other end. Got to clean this up. There we go. Better.
No doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there. Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by the big man wanting to make a tackle. And made a great tackle.
And there is Ferguson again on the other end of a nice pass from Tark. 4 of 4, 128 yards with a touchdown. Fran Tarkenton. So glad that I'm in the division with Fran Tarkenton, Bart Starr, and Milt Plum. There's Triplet on the carry, gains 2 yards. Billy George. Fortunato, come on, fills the hole. You got to make the tackle. There you go. Nicely done by Fortunato. Keeps Mason out of the end zone. And now, no, you know what? It's not true. Now we have a 3rd and goal. Big play here. Big play.
This is the most important of them all. 3rd and goal. Now let's go.
And just filled the hole long enough for Atkins to take down Mayberry. When you're Frank Williams, that's your job. You can make the play great, but more importantly, be in the way and let the great players like Atkins and George, others, make the tackle.
What do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Still can't time it right, and the field goal is good. Christopherson makes it a 10-7 game in favor of the Vikings. So here the Bears are, winners of the 61 Sack to the Future Super Bowl, and now they're trailing for the 2nd consecutive week against the stupid computer. Okay, Billy Wade. He should have his accuracy back. He's had a while to recover from that hit. Let's go ahead and fake it to no one, really. And then he puts it on the money to Morris. Okay. 2 catches for 20 yards now for Morris. One of those was the touchdown, I believe. Gallimore up the middle, gets a couple. 6 carries, only 13 yards. So Gallimore, one of the men near the top of the rushing charts. I think he might be 4th in the league. But having a rough time of it here against the stupid Vikings. Morris can't hang on to that one. Dropped it over the linebackers nicely, but the corner made a nice play to hit Morris, and Morris did a poor job of holding on to it. Okay, we need to get open. If they're going to cover him. And you got to take what the defense gives you sometimes, which is Marconi. As they know there's no explosiveness there, but first down is good enough.
Oftentimes it's quite a surprise to guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, but often works when they decide to back it up. They go play action here on 1st down.
Please tell me he held on to it. He didn't. Wade made a really nice throw there. He had to fit it in a tight window. He did, but Koya unable to hold on. Well, anyways, as far as other games coming, there's one of them. The Boston Patriots at 3-0 against the 1-2 Buffalo Bills. The 2-1 Broncos right here on this channel will be taking on the 3-0 Dallas Texans. Now we'll play the games as they come. I decided to play this one first because the Broncos and Dallas Texans game is supposed to be Monday night. So I figured at the very least you'll be able to see this score and maybe some of the computer ones when I play that game. Have not heard. The only thing I've heard is that the bonus game should be tomorrow on the Vinny X Wolf channel, and the 2 games on the on the Tears 89 channel will probably be later in the week, maybe the last games of the week, as that channel is unable to broadcast for days yet. Now here's the thing, 53-yarder not going to happen. Punting is a strategy, but I tried to play the conservative, and my defense got walked all over for a field goal, so I gotta go for it here. Again, conservative is fine if your defense is playing well, but they've been beat now between the Packers and the Vikings. Starting to have some problems. That bonus game, by the way, is the St. Louis Cardinals and Philadelphia Eagles. Now, the funny thing about the Eagles, you may have noticed if you've been following along, that the Eagles were bonus game in Week 1 on the Vinny X Wolf channel. Then in Week 2 against the Detroit Lions, they were a bonus game here on this channel. And then in Week 3, they took on the John M-led Giants. So this will be the 4th consecutive week that the computer-controlled Eagles team will be broadcast. And now some of the stuff is flying in as we've also got the Boston Patriots and Buffalo Bills have just agreed to the broadcast time of Wednesday night. And in addition to that, the Baltimore Colts and San Diego Chargers are going to be on Thursday. Now, the Cardinals, Eagles tomorrow, Bills, Patriots Wednesday, and Colts, Chargers Thursday. All 3 of those games will be on the Vinny X Wolf channel. Now, the Broncos and Dallas Texans game will be on Wednesday. I want to say it's actually more likely to be in the morning, but if I don't get it done in the morning, then it will be during the evening on Wednesday. So there you go. I mean, there's definitely enough action to keep you involved. The only thing we are still waiting for is the Giants game, the Oilers game, and then, of course, the Rams and Cowboys, or Browns. I think the Browns have a bye, so Rams and Cowboys, we need to figure out when they're playing as well. You see Billy Wade still trying to lead the league in sacks taken. Okay, took way too long to call the play. Can I even get this off in time? Do get it off. Why did he jump? Billy Wade needed to throw it out in front of him. Instead, they had to jump for it. And that made him take an unnecessary hit and also drop the ball. 46 yards. 46 yards. I don't know if he can make this or not. Kick is up, and it is off the crossbar. Well, I guess we know his limit now. It's 45. 46. Just short. The Bears just continue to make mistakes like that. This is... They're going to need to get their heads out of their butts, really. Tarkenton has not thrown an incompletion yet. And now you may have seen some quarterbacks going off on people. And sometimes it's more frustrating than others. I mean, nobody likes to lose. But the last 2 weeks, with Bart Starr and now Fran Tarkenton going off on me, I mean, that's 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks. So, I mean, can I really complain? No. If this was a semi-pro team's quarterback going off on me, like it's happened to a couple other guys in the league, then, then you can understand the disbelief. But Fran Tarkenton and Bart Starr having a couple of good games against me, no, that should happen. 4th and 1, nice stop there.
Tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away.
So on the Vinny X Wolf channel, you will see again on Wednesday night. You will see Jack Kemp and the Buffalo Bills in action, and then on Thursday you'll see the Chargers, the team that started the year with Jack Kemp, in action, but without Jack Kemp. So it'll be interesting to see if Kemp and the Chargers both are able to win, or if Kemp wins but the Chargers lose, just to continue to rub it in their face for being complete morons, letting Jack Kemp go. And there's Morris making a catch right down the middle. That was a nice pattern, a nice catch. Bears need to get some points here before the half. At least tie this thing up, if not take the lead. Remember, I have got to get closer than 46 yards. And let's go with a little, see if Koya can get open in the middle of the field, perhaps. If they're playing deep, we'll go with Farrington. Farrington underneath. Get what the defense gives. Go with the hurry up. Oh, it was a first down. Gallimore runs over one man, and the Bears will have to call a timeout. They're up to the 34. That's a 51-yard field goal. Need to get another 10 yards, at least.
Second down following the run. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Now let's go.
And there's Billy Wade on the money to Farrington for the touchdown. Beautiful pass by Wade. Nice catch by Farrington, and the Bears take the lead, 13-10. Nice tight spiral there. One of the best passes of the day from Wade. Of course, Tarkenton's had a number of good passes himself. So typical NFC North matchup. Of course, in 62, it wasn't the NFC North. It was the NFL. But we're in Madden 18, so you guys should be used to it by now. And these games are always tight. Green Bay is always a powerhouse. Detroit's always good, at least on defense. And here in 62, they actually had the second best record in the NFL behind the Packers, of course. And the Vikings are actually the worst team in the what we have in the as the division. But again, you see what Frank Tarkenton can do at times. Tommy Mason hasn't hurt me today, but if you check out the John M channel week 1 or the bonus game here against the Eagle, you see Tommy Mason can hurt you as well. So there are some players on this Vikings team. So it's halftime. Bears do enjoy a lead, but they will have to kick off.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken.
Mason from the goal line. Dragged down by Rosie Taylor. at the 26.
Now come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're down here, but very much in this game.
Okay, so there you see the Bears have more total yards, but the Vikings are over 150 and 1.5, which means they're on pace for a 300-yard game on offense. But only 7 carries for 7 yards for Tommy Mason, so the Bears are doing a good job of controlling the second year back.
See how that recipe works.
Now let's go! Blue line!
There's Fran Tarkenton throwing the ball away, so now he's actually thrown a couple incompletions in a row. Starting to look a little human.
His shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Oh, crap. Oh! Dang it! Moron! Idiot! Beautiful hit on Fran Tarkenton. Makes him fumble the ball. And then I turn into the guy and don't pick up the ball. Could have great field position. At least I still stopped him from getting the first down. And at least Fran Tarkenton learned a lesson about running the football.
47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Bears take over.
All I ask my defense is if the quarterback takes off running, you don't have to make him fumble necessarily, but you do have to make him wish he never took off running. I cannot stand when they take off running and they're able to slide before the defense can put a hit on them. Gallimore, maybe his best run of the day. He's up to 55 yards now after that one.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside hand.
So the Bears have had to throw more than run so far today.
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the king of the time. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield.
And Gallimore takes it up the middle for a couple more yards, a gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
7 yards to go on second down.
All right, here we go.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw.
Get the ball, someone. Come on. What? What the hell was Marconi's problem? He would not get up and get the ball. Billy Wade, I mean, maybe he was hit so hard he didn't know where he was, but all he had to do was roll over. But what, Marconi, what do you... He just trips and then takes an hour to get up. Like, first of all, you tripped over guys on the ground. That's pretty pathetic. Second of all, get up and get the ball.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can
That's the first turnover of the game.
As they head to the field now, with the game
Hang on now.
this close,
Friggin' Marconi. Go back to the Rams.
but they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also
Okay.
doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That's a nice play by Rosie Taylor, sticking on Ferguson. Ferguson's been one of the go-tos
Came at the exact time he was reaching the
for
break.
Tarkenton, so gotta
Decent
stick
offense,
on him
better
if
defense,
possible.
I think you're right.
All right, here we go. Green.
He's able to pick up the first before
There's Mayberry picking up the first down.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Nice play by J.C. Caroline from the corner position.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the
Here's the safety, Richie Pettibone, coming all the way up to make that stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Vikings on 3rd down.
Okay.
50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Now let's go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
And there we go, a nice coverage stack. Fortunato able to get there and bring him down and hopefully take him out of field goal range. Indeed he did. All right. Nice play there for the Bears. 4:45 to go in this 3rd quarter. 14-10. Chicago Bears lead the Minnesota Vikings. Out of bounds at the 5. Nice punt. Moron. All right, so now the Bears all the way backed up.
Obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down.
You got to be joking.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call hooked up or coming out on offense, meaning you're hooked up to
For the 2nd consecutive offensive play,
practicing that to try and create some
the
room
Bears fumble.
to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. It means take care of the ball, try and create some space. They were doing that, and the ball comes free.
And now out comes Minnesota. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt again because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff here to the running back. And a short pickup.
McElhaney doesn't go anywhere there.
A yard, and it'll set up
1 yard
2nd
gain.
and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now.
Huge hole. McElhaney on this one. Only Bill George was able to stop him. This is game has really turned here in the 3rd quarter.
But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action, throw the
All
ball.
right, here we go.
I say commit to the run.
And Mason is kept out of the end zone. Nice power play by Yeomans there to show the strength and keep them out of the end zone. Force him to kick a field goal. And there's one of the rookies' neck. Time to do something, Rook. By the way, you may notice that Yeomans is only playing because Eddie Obradovich is injured. But Yeomans, he's been a starter the last couple of years. He's a good player. It's nice to have depth as the Bears continue to draft talented rookies. It just makes their team deeper, which is definitely a welcome thing. Morris doesn't fumble, which is nice, but technically that was special teams, so we'll see who fumbles on this play.
Could you sense the relief there when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown.
And Wade ducks out of bounds to avoid the hit and also knowing he would fumble.
I think Coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
I'm not sure where Billy Wade was throwing that one. That was not where the receiver was. All right. Gonna have to break them out of their mode of trying to turn the ball over. Barrington goes in motion. Give it to Gallimore, who is taken down by Jim Marshall. And I want to go for it, but I'm not going to. Bears going to play it straight, punt the ball. See if it ends up being a mistake. And Tommy Mason doesn't go anywhere. Vikings will start at their own 22. This is definitely a closer game than I was hoping for. Not shocked. A little surprised the way it's been turning out. And there's stupid Ferguson again. 4 catches, 118 yards. And there's a couple linebackers, Fortunato and Bill George, getting to McElhaney and telling him, no, sir. No, sir, not today.
They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Oh, Mason got into the flat and Tarkenton just overthrew him. So that's the second time Tarkenton has just missed a receiver on his own, no pressure or anything. And you definitely welcome those and realize that when he makes one of those great passes in between defenders that's so aggravating, you got to keep those passes in mind. Like, hey, sometimes he missed a couple wide open guys, so I can't complain too much when he makes a nice pass. There is one of the games, Rams at 49ers. That is the one, hopefully, that'll be on Friday night, but we have not confirmed. That has not been confirmed. There are concerts and other things going on that we have to schedule around. 1962, the world didn't revolve around football, although it's starting to. There's Gallimore having no idea the corner was coming up.
Up 2nd down here.
Gallimore takes a shot. Jeez. Vikings hitting hard today. Black and blue division, no doubt. Did not hit the X fast enough. Gallimore comes up short. Wow. Wow. I don't know if Gallimore got the first down or not initially, but when he got hit, he fumbled the football. And regardless who recovered it, it was on the other side of the line. So the Bears going for it, played it safe last time, punted, went for it this time. And that's what happens when you go for it sometimes. You basically screw yourself. See what the Vikings have done is they have the Bears not playing like the Bears. And that's a coaching mistake. So the Vikings fumble the ball finally, and it's a touchdown. As he clearly kicks the ball forward, picks it up, runs it into the end zone. Here we go. Rosie Taylor causes the fumble. Kicked forward. Picked up for a touchdown. And then Bill George misses the... Oh my gosh. Everything going wrong. Every single thing that can go wrong is going wrong.
No back out now to kick this one away.
I love and hate this division at the same time. My God, Vikings, chill out. That was Charlie Sumner, the ex-Bear. Man, what I've ever done to the Vikings to make them hate me so much. Tell you one thing we gotta do is friggin' stop fumbling the dang football. Okay, 20 seconds to go in the third. Bears now down by a full touchdown. Start the drive by going to Ditka. Ditka in motion. And Gallimore fights for the first. The third quarter comes to an end. Bears are losing. 7 straight quarters of losing football versus the computer.
It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
All out defense against the run. And there's Ditka making the play, making the move, and getting down to the 10-yard line. Iron Mike is taking over this drive.
And even 50 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock the defense off balance, that'll drive
Gallimore up to 75 yards now on 18 carries.
some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here we go now.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again here.
And Ditka for the touchdown. That was basically Iron Mike coming into the huddle and saying, "Give me the damn ball."
The Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
And that's what they did.
Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of
So
people
sometimes
say it's a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails.
you just see it in the guy's eyes
And that's exactly what he just did.
that
Here for a touchdown.
he's not going to let you lose. Now that just got it tied, so the Vikings may have a guy on their own team with that same look in his eye, and that's what makes the game so good. 6:59 to go in this one. Hope you have not turned the channel. 21-21. Tarkenton has only completed 6 passes, 6 of 11, 144 yards, and a touchdown. It's been a strange game in the fact that the Vikings have been good at throwing the ball but haven't tried it often. Been actually kind of poor at running the football, but that's what they've preferred to do. Have been very good at causing fumbles and turnovers, though. And there's Tark completing his 7th pass.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And there's Mason, nowhere to go. George eats him up. 13 carries for only 18 yards. So Tommy Mason having a tough game. 6.5 minutes to go. Still a tied game here. Where is... I don't know who I turned into. I tried to turn into number 23. I turned into someone and ran to the left, but it didn't look like anyone on the screen, so at least I didn't move someone out of position, but who knows? Who knows who they made me turn into on that one. There's Atkins and company stopping Tommy Mason. Oh, Kilcullen just got destroyed. I was Kilcullen, and I believe that's that friggin' Tinglehoff. The new center for the Vikings, as showing his ability on that play. Pancake block. And there's Hugh McElhaney, who's been better than Mason today. He's at 21 yards on 5 carries. But the Bears are able to handle him on that one.
He's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
How about that? Hot potato. Doug Atkins comes down with it. That was interesting. Off a couple hands, a Vikings hand, a Bear hand, and then the big bear, Doug Atkins. Look at that. Bounces off of the Viking twice, and then off of, is that Weitzel? Bounces off of a shoulder of Viking hands and Bears hands, and then finally into Atkins' hands. So there is the turnover the Bears have needed. And now they have the ball with a chance to take the lead. Gallimore gets a gain of 9 there.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup.
Let's go!
Now they're in second and manageable.
3-19!
Gallimore gets a couple up the middle. 88 yards on 20 carries. Nice solid day. No huge runs or anything for Gallimore, but he's been solid.
But sometimes you just don't want to break
Except for the
tendencies.
fumbling.
Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Check, Patriot, here we go. Patriot, blue, landed.
And then Jim Marshall tries to inflict some pain on Gallimore.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go now. Check, Patriot, Patriot.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage.
There's Caceres going nowhere. Absolutely nowhere.
He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit. Sometimes that slows down your effort and trying to get free from that.
Gallimore breaks one tackle and gets hurt.
First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
And after getting
That looks like a forearm injury if I've ever seen one. Willie Gallimore gets the first down, but at what cost?
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
The Vikings have been very annoying as far as their hard hits are concerned. And there's Caceres bringing it down inside the 10.
Just when you want a first down run, call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And there's Caceres maybe getting 1 yard. Jim Marshall was there to slow him down. Oh, it's only an inconvenience, not a big injury.
It's a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down.
Now let's go. Blue, landed. Blue, landed.
Marconi got 1 yard and not enough for the first down.
So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
3-19. 3-19. No. Check, Patriot. Patriot. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Play off quickly. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
Offense.
So, tackle jumps. Vikings stay disciplined. And the Bears will settle for 3. So the Bears have the lead back. But it's only a 3-point lead, and the Vikings are going to get the ball.
Kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so. But
Never an easy game here in the black and blue division.
Across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The, dare I say, best division in football.
Parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to
In
forget the
1962, at least, as again the Packers and Lions were the 2 best teams in real life. And the Bears were pretty good as well. You might not notice that since I'm struggling with the Vikings, but they were actually pretty decent.
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
All right. Fran Tarkin is just going to take off like that. 52 yards running for Frank. Fran, I mean. Okay, come on. And there he runs backwards. That was nice. Williams able to chase him down on that one. 14-yard loss. Oh. Fran Tarkenton looked like he was going to run again, but luckily Fortunato was there to make the play. And Tarkenton will slide before he's able to get hit. 3rd and 5 from the 39. They're getting dangerously close to field goal range here. And there's a nice play. Fortunato with another sack. And that brings up this play right here, which is the game. Bears need a stop here on 4th and 12. Get back into the winners column. Oh, and Rosie Taylor jars the ball loose. Fran Tarkenton put it on the money to Smith, but the big hit by Rosie Taylor ends the game. Look at this. It's on the money, and Taylor. Finally, the Vikings take a big hit. Boom. What a hard-hitting game this was. From both sides, just absolute bone-crushing hits. That's why you love playing in this division. So, the Bears are going to get the win, improve to 3-1 after 1, maybe 2 kneel downs, depending if they'll call their timeout, which they do. And that will do it for the first. What a way to open week 4, huh? Now, again, we've got tomorrow Cardinals and Chiefs. We also got. That was Cardinals and Chiefs. No. Cardinals and Eagles is tomorrow. We got the Patriots, who are undefeated, and the Bills on Wednesday. And then we got the Colts and Chargers on Thursday. We also have the Broncos and Dallas Texans on Wednesday. And besides all those games, there's another 4 beyond that. We'll give you those later. Make sure you're subscribed to all the channels. Vinny X Wolf, who's bringing you a game each of the next 3 days. And then Tears 89 and the John M. Chandler are the other ones that you want to subscribe to. Thanks for watching this one. I know it took almost an hour and 10 minutes, but it was a good game. Hopefully you stuck it through. 24-21. Bears improved to 3-1. Hard-fought game. The Vikings can hold their heads high as they are definitely getting better. And that's a little bit scary, but they're a tough out, that's for sure. But the Bears do take care of business, survived a lot of hard hits. Gallimore did not get a big injury. He came back before the game was over, so it seems like injuries are fine from both sides. Good game. People will be feeling it, but that's okay. They have a week to get over it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night.
Against the Detroit Lions.
So actually, I'm going to do something here. If I know I said good night, but if you stuck through, let's try. We've got an update from our inside reporter. I'm gonna let you know what he says. Now, again, everything with this story has been a lie to this point in time. So I don't know if you can believe this reporter, but I can let you know that he usually comes through for us. So let's take a look here, what he's reporting. There's Seattle Bradovich, 3 more weeks away. Giants, Y.A. Tittle, what do you got? Unbelievable. The major injury of Y.A. Tittle means nothing to the beast of a man. All right, so Y.A. Tittle is going to shake off the broken foot and play. Got to tune in for that game. Playing a very good defense with a broken foot. It's going to be amazing. All right, for real now. Good night.